So tell us about your journey into, you started on Amazon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you decide to sell on Amazon? And why did you decide? How did you discover it? And then let's talk a bit about your journey to your first product.
Yeah, it's a funny story because one day I actually walked into my mum's home office and she's like, in a thick European accent, it's like, Eric, I bought Amazon course. And I'm like, what do you mean you bought an Amazon course? She's like, well, there's this guy and he reminded me of you. And no offense, Adam, but I'm like, what do you mean? I'm 22, and Adam's maybe 40 at the time. But then she's like, the energy reminded me of you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So my mum bought it. And at that time, we were living off of Centrelink. Your course, okay. Reliable education course. Yeah. It was the advertisement of you walking along Gold Coast and, doing the spill.
Yeah.
And at that time, we were in a financially difficult situation. Mum wasn't working and she was living off Centrelink. So and the fact that she bought the course, and it was one of the early bird, it was like $1,000 USD or something.
Wow.
And she bought it and it was a big deal because I was like, what are you doing, Mum? That's crazy. And I remember watching the first video and being like, okay, this is interesting. And then the second video, you were going over products, and one of the products was these 2 claws, and these claws you'd use to pull out a turkey out of the oven for Thanksgiving or something, the bear claws, and they were doing $160,000 a month. And I remember sitting there, my jaw hit the table, and I was like, holy shit. And I knew, I said it to myself, this is for me, 100% this is for me. And then 11 months later, my Amazon business was doing...
That made more sense than university.
Oh, completely.
I bet now, looking back now, Mum's not upset you hadn't gone to university and spent the money on the course.
Well, I actually ended up finishing university as well, which was a pain in the ass. But yeah, I did, yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah.
How cool is that your mother's actually taken the impetus and the first step to buy a course, which is probably so against her grain to start with.
Yeah.
With you in mind.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mum.
Thanks, Mum, absolutely. She's an amazing lady.
Changed the trajectory of everything.
Yeah.
Pulling these numbers. It's great.
I think PBD, Patrick Bet-David, says that the 3 traits of highly successful people, one of them are that you have unconditional love, that you get that unconditional love at one point in your life from somewhere. Another one is that you have a lot of pain somewhere, and then he says choose your enemies wisely. But I definitely associate with that unconditional love that gave me that confidence as well to just do it.
So lucky those of us who got great mums. Shout out to all the mums out there for sure.
Yeah.
We're all blessed. We're all blessed in that way for sure. And shout out to PBD as well. Great.
Yeah.
So there you are. You found this course. Your mum invested in you. And for young people listening, I think all of us would agree that when you don't have money and you're wondering where to start spending the little money you have, the first place is always in yourself. And I say this as somebody who's not selling courses anymore, but it's just what all of us here have done, including you. Your mum invested in you.
Yeah.
Because the payoff on you is the best payoff of all. So you saw these bear claws, you did the course, and you're like, I'm going to do this. But just for those who don't know the Amazon business model, in just simple terms, what's the general gist of it?
Yeah, so just simply put, you find a supplier on Alibaba from China.
So let's say the bear claws.
Yeah, bear claws. So
you go to Alibaba, you type in bear claws for meat.
Yep, exactly. You order MOQ to start, so minimum order quantity, which is typically 50 to 100 units. You don't want to overexpose yourself, start small. Then you get the manufacturer to manufacture your products, which can typically take 30 to 45 days. And then simply put, they ship it for you, or a freight forwarder, but I get the supplier to do it first time, straight to Amazon's warehouses. Amazon has warehouses all over America and also all over Australia now as well. Then your listing becomes live on Amazon when the units get checked in. And a listing is basically like a storefront, which showcases your product, has all the images, has the bullet points, has a description, has a title. It shows your product that you're selling it. Then a customer goes onto Amazon, finds your listing, clicks on it, buys your product, cha-ching, you make money.
And Amazon ship it out?
Amazon ships it out, fulfills it, takes care of most customer service as well.
That's the basic model. You can live in Adelaide or the Gold Coast, wherever you are. You order it from China. It goes to the market you want to sell in, whether it's Europe. Now you sell today into Australia, America, Canada, and you're opening in Germany as well.
We're opening in Germany now.
How exciting. Just think about that, guys, that there's a young man here in Australia selling into these 4 markets around the world from home. Right? That's bananas.
There's one piece in that journey that, as Adam said, we've all had our journey on Amazon or e-com or whatever, that you talk about the branding though. Like anyone can go and buy a tennis ball, but the branding piece, is that one of your fortes?
Yeah, I view myself as a like a brand builder. I'm not just an Amazon seller that throws some shit up and sells it. Like, I build brands.
Yes.
So what I mean by that is like coming up with a nice name, having a nice logo, coming up with something that emotionally resonates with the avatar, which is the exact customer that's going to buy the product. And I like to sell products as well that I'm the avatar for, which means that it's easy to do the branding because you're selling it to yourself.
Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that episode of Unemployable. If you want to watch another clip, click here, or if you want to see the full episode, click here. Bye for now.